Angel asks, what are your thoughts on Kindred of the East? Apologize ahead of time. I'm going to spew some vile about the Asian worship faction of geeks right in this. So if you don't like it, just speed ahead a little bit. Kindred of the East. I hate them. It's an attempt to write Eastern mythology into a game, and the people who are writing it are a bunch of ignorant twits over at White Wolf who don't know the first thing about the Far East more than watching anime and kung fu flicks. And that's who it's marketed to. Other ignorant twits in America who don't know anything about the Far East other than watching anime and kung fu flicks. I like the Far East. I like Japan. I like Chinese history. And that means I know that Kwai Jin and the Kindred of the East are fucking bullshit. Every single one of them. They're based on watching Akira too many fucking times and watching some kung fu films that happen to have demons in them. Beyond even the insult that they are, from a game standpoint, the Kwai Jin are overpowered and they don't fit into the vampire universe at all, stylistically. Let's own up to this. Vampire the Masquerade is a game, and the World of Darkness is the game based on Western mythology. That's fine. Eastern mythology is rather jarring and doesn't fit into it well. It would be just as jarring if you tried to put in African mythology or Hindu mythology or Australian mythology. It just wouldn't work right because Vampire the Masquerade is about European Western mythology, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm rather proud of my cultural heritage. I have no problems with games set in other cultural heritage. I like Feng Shui, which is completely based in that sort of thing, and it doesn't try to include stuff from the West just because people happen to like Western things. It's rather insulting because when Vampire turns around and says, White Wolf turns around and says, oh, we're going to include some Eastern things because we know you geeks like anime and kung fu flicks and shit like that. I think trying to combine the two is stupid. And it's just another example of how drooling, mindless anime fandom fucks up geekdom yet again. B asks, why all the rain in New Corsica? Well, the first line ever written about New Corsica, ever by me, was this: if rain is the tears of angels, the heavens must look down on New Corsica each day and weep. And that's just a great line. So it rains all the time in New Corsica. Also, it's because New Corsica is a noir setting, and the rain is a good metaphor for the oppression of the setting and the darkness in general. You can also blame films like Blade Runner and the like for it. But just noir movies in general, it is always foggy and raining. It's always obscuring and oppressive. There's always a mystery to the place. So the rain makes for good atmosphere. And also, it's in Louisiana, and if you live in Louisiana or around Houston or Mississippi, it rains a lot on the coast. So thanks for all the great questions, and as always, once we get a few more, I'll make another one of these.